Alright, good Saturday morning. Whoa, that's going to be a close one. Almost backed into the fence. So, Saturday, and it's chest day, and I know what you're thinking. No, it's not. It's supposed to be leg day. Well, again, I had to push everything back a little bit, because, yeah. But we are getting after it today with what appears to be a fairly easy chest day. We got some flat bench presses, and then we're going into the pec minor dips, which we did last week with Morgan, which are kind of like reverse shrugs, almost. And we're supersetting those with regular dips, which are not my strong suit, but I'm going to give them a shot. And then we're heading into some shoulder work and some tricep work. A couple new exercises, heavier weights, more controlled motion, so on and so forth. And it's cold. It's April, almost. I guess it's not quite April yet, but it's about to be April. And I guess the big April Fool's joke this year is that it's still freaking winter. So that kind of sucks. But is what it is. I mean, you can sit here and complain about it. Next week's going to be cold and rainy, which kind of sucks because next week is my testing of recipes for my food truck. Thankfully, there's a roof over it. I was hoping to do some tasting events. I might still have some tasting events, but yeah, we're getting ready to roll. A little over a week before launch, and hopefully the weather starts turning around. I mean, I have absolutely no problem whatsoever working out in the cold. It just makes it harder to keep the temperature up on the smoker, so on and so forth. And something I looked into today. So, a lot of talk about peptides and so on and so forth, and what you should use and so on and so forth. And I started looking into it for my shoulder, and strictly because of my shoulder, but then I stopped. Because I guess some peptides can be considered performance-enhancing drugs and are not allowed by anti-doping organizations. So, since I want to compete naturally, I'm going to avoid those unless I have clear guidance on whether or not they're allowed for the ones that I want. None of them are, muscle growth or muscle building. They're shoulder repair, or they're repair tissue. They're good for tissue repair, cartilage, so on and so forth. And it's mainly because of my shoulder issues. So I have to look into that a little bit more. I'm not opposed to it. I am opposed to the fact that it's a freaking needle, and I don't know if I want to stab myself. But we'll see what happens with them. I got here pretty freaking quickly, and I hate it when everybody parks like one spot over. Couldn't you just park next to each other? Because then I have to park between two cars, and sometimes cars don't know how to park. But anyway, all right, let's get after it. See you in the gym.
I don't know what happened there, but dropped my mic as I was taking off my brace and started doing weird shit, so I just put it away, switched out. And then, since I could only get 6, I'm going to go for the assisted. Light assistance to start. Might need a little bit more on that. Maybe, we'll see. All right, so we're on to third set. Feeling pretty good so far. I say, I don't know how much, God, come on, fucker, how much I like this or don't like this. But we're going to find out. Okay, I think that's good assistance weight. One more set. All right, we got this. Last set. Last set. For a short fucking chest workout, this is a pretty intense chest workout. I really got to improve on those. All right, so we're going to start out dumbbell side lateral raises, 4 sets. And we're starting a little bit heavier than we normally do. We'll increase the weight on that because we're only doing 8, so we can go a little bit heavier. Still paying attention to that shoulder. And we're moving directly into what could potentially be my new favorite exercise, is the rear delt dumbbell swings. We're only doing 8. We're going to start at a little bit of a lower weight. And when I say a little bit of a lower weight, I mean the weight I finished up on last time. We're going to control those a little bit more instead of just letting them freely swing. And I'm already feeling those. I know by the 4th set, increasing weight, it's going to suck. All right, let's get into the 2nd set. Not a ton of rest here. But we're going up in weight. And big thing with my shoulders, I have to not catch that weight at the top and try to hold it. I have to let the gravity like do the initial pull back down so that I'm not really fucking up that labrum. And again, like I said, we're just going to continually move up in weight, control these movements. So I'm not going up in weight. 25s are the most weight I've used for side lateral raises. I'm going to keep it at that weight. Because again, I don't want to kill myself. Oh, fuck. As much fun as those are, I'm still kind of more partial to the cable version, because it keeps that tension, allows you to be more in line with what you want to do. I think it just gives better focus on the side lateral. You just lose all sorts of strength in those at the end. All right, so we're on to the last set. Again, like I said, not a ton of rest, maybe 60, 90 seconds, just so I'm feeling ready to go again. I love those and hate them all at the same time. And these, I don't know how I feel about these. Well, I do know how I feel about them. I love them, but they fucking suck, you know? So it's like, is the juice worth the squeeze? I don't know if that really applies in this scenario, but holy shit. Oh, fuck. Shoulders are fucking torched now. All right, so we're moving on to triceps. And I definitely usually do these with the machine or with the cables, but I don't feel like it. So pronated tricep kickbacks. Starting light. And these are one of those exercises you don't have to have a ton of fucking weight on to get a good workout. Just make sure you're squeezing at that top, really focusing on that tricep. And very short rest period there. And I think these are more, I hate calling them kickbacks because you're not like fucking kicking the weight back, you're pressing the weight back. So pushbacks, pressbacks, it's more appropriate. I was thinking about doing a 10-pound jump, but my triceps are already on fire with the lower weight. One more set. Okay, and last set here. And we're going to go up one more again. Holy shit. Yeah, those are nice. Sometimes I wish I had, nice little comedic bone in me. I'm more of a reactive. I don't write my shit down beforehand, anything like that. So, tricep extensions, 3 sets, 4 sets, 12. All right, so we're on to the second set, and I believe I call these tricep extensions in that first one, but they're called crushers, but I guess technically it's still extensions. Yeah, those are fun. Third set. So this is it. That's it. That's what I like. Short, intense workouts. I'll see you in the truck.
Okie dokie, Pinoki, we're getting close here. I don't know what I said we're getting close to, but I guess we're getting close. That's a workout for the day, and I'm heading home. That was a quick, short, intense workout. Really enjoyed that. Got up to the 80s on the dumbbell bench press, and I was super stoked with that. So I'm moving more weight than I was at the beginning of this program. Well, not this program, but from about a couple months ago. So I'm really enjoying it. I'm really stoked about it. And yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm hungry as fuck right now. I'm going to go home and have my chicky. And then, I don't know, I might take a nap. It's not even 10 o'clock. I'd like to try to fire the truck up just to see how quickly I can get it up to temp. Just a quick up and down. The wood should actually be a little bit damp, which I'm looking forward to because it was almost too dry. Anyway, I'm not talking about fuck that. I'm not talking about my work right now. I'm talking about this fucking workout. I smoked that workout. I went in there, did the chest press. Dips are not my thing. I can see that. So, we'll work on dips. But right now I'm doing this program. Maybe things like pull-ups and dips and shit will be a focus in the, I don't want to say the off-season, but when I'm in my cutting and maintenance phase, try to improve on that. So next winter when I come back to the bulking phase. And some people are like, oh, why are you bulking? Why are you cutting? Why are you doing this and that? Why don't you just do this and that? And, because fuck you, it's what I want to do. All right? It works for me. Here's my problem, is it's fucking cold out, which means I like to eat. And I got a little bit of a layer of insulation on me from the fat, so I feel good. I like it. It's fucking Vermont. It's fucking cold up here. So I'm fucking bulking in the winter. Deal with it. And then, obviously want to look good in summer, so I'll fucking cut right before summer, before I get to the beach and everything. Gotta have that beach body. That's not true. I don't want to say that because I have a body and I can go to the beach, so here's what it is. I don't know, something's going on in town. But yeah, so that's it. I'm rambling. Lord, I was born a rambling man. Trying to make a living and doing best I can. When come down believing, hope you wouldn't. Anyway, fuck me. Yeah. Sometimes my brain just does weird shit after I work out. So I'm going to call it quits on that right there. You guys have a wonderful day. Thank you for following. Tomorrow we're doing leg day at Snap Fitness in Morrisville. Not working out with Morgan, but she is going to be there. We're going to get some measurements just to see any progress between my last measurement and now. I might do a little bit of posing, and I don't know. We'll see. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Keep grinding.